Hello, my friend zone friends, and welcome to another installment. I'm your host, Michael Soto, and today we're going to be doing a recap of the meteor shower of last night. That was quite the turnout, let me tell you. I had a great time, and I hope you guys did too, because there was a lot of people there, around 50 people. Pretty impressive for a meetup, but we did have some help. We had, of course, Edda's group, Weekend in Vegas was out there. And we had the 20s and 30s out there as well. And so we got to combine our meetups with a few other meetup groups to make this the event that it was. So we're going to talk about the good, bad, and ugly. And we're going to start with the good. All right. So a lot of people, a lot of people made it up to that mountain, and they didn't have too much of a hard time. I thought it was going to be a lot more difficult to get people out in the wilderness using GPS, but Mary Jane Falls, I try to make that as easy as possible because Mary Jane Falls is on the map. You can look it up on Google Maps, of course, Apple Maps, etc., and it should take you right to the parking lot. For those who didn't make it, I heard there were a few. I do apologize. I wish I could have done a better job getting you to that event. Here's the thing. Here's the suggestion for in the future. If you guys are coming to these events and you need my help getting to these events, or you think you might need my help, just be a little bit prepared. Try to show up a little bit early. I'm usually a half hour early to most events, okay? If you do that, it allows me to have a little more time to cater to those who may be a little bit, directionally challenged, if you will. And the reason why is because what happens is if you get there a half hour late and you're texting me and all this other stuff, I want to answer those things, but sometimes I'm in a conversation with many people, making sure everyone's okay, making sure that the meetup is going in the direction that needs to go. And because of that, I get caught up and I can't answer those texts right away. So please, if you can, make sure, and this goes for everybody, be on time for these events, because you'll have less support if you're not. If you're a little bit earlier, you'll even have more support. So that's my suggestion. All right. Another fantastic thing that happened was we all brought chairs. A lot of people brought beer, drinks, refreshments. You guys shared. I know we had people like sharing their snacks. I love that. I love that kind of community that we develop where we're all getting together and making sure that everyone else is having a good time as well. I love that. I love that because it's tough to do it by myself. So for those who were out there, making sure everyone else was having a good time as well, I appreciate your help. I appreciate your friendliness and bring that to the group. That's exactly the kind of group we want to have, is where people are sharing, caring, and welcoming to the group. So thank you guys for that. I do appreciate that again. Things I could do better. I was thinking about this. A lot of you guys went up there to see some meteors, right? And ended up talking a lot, and the social thing is perfect. We all want to be social, but when we're social, we want to look at each other's eyes. We're not looking in the sky. So that made things a little bit difficult to enjoy the meteor shower. So I think like something like this again, maybe we should have like a social hour where, hey, we're all here to talk right now. And then after the social hour, we sit in our chairs in meditation style, quiet, enjoy the nice breeze, the open air atmosphere in the woods, nature, if you will, and get to enjoy that too. So perhaps I'll do that next time. I didn't schedule it out like that this time, and I probably could have made that happen, but I think it would have been forced at that point because everyone was so deep in intimate conversation that I didn't want to break that up either. And I know some people made some suggestions that I should put some music on, but I also didn't want to ruin the nature for those who came for it. So perhaps if I direct another meetup where we're just hanging out in the woods, like a social in the woods or something like that, I will absolutely do that for that next time, because I think that's a fantastic idea, to get out of the hot sun, to go into nature, to enjoy the cool breeze in the woods and socialize, I think that's fantastic. But that wasn't the nature of this meetup, even though it was. So next time I will schedule something like that. If you guys have any more suggestions, comments, concerns, make sure to write that in the comments below, because I'm here to listen to you guys and make the group better every day. So I'm hearing you guys. So tell me what you guys think. What you guys think about that? Is that a good idea, bad idea, etc. All right, so it wasn't until people started leaving is when people started looking up at the stars. And let me tell you, there were a lot of meteors coming through. Some big ones, some real nice big lines with the streak and everything. So if you guys didn't get to see those, I'm so sorry. I do hope that you at least had a good time, because I'll tell you what, I had a blast. And once it kind of calmed down a little bit, it did feel like what the meteor shower event was intended to feel like. So hopefully you guys got to experience just a little bit of that. I did love the ambiance though, with that storm in the background kind of flashing every so often, kind of capturing my attention. I was like, whoa, what is that? So that I thought was super cool. And then of course, after that we wrapped it up, drove home. Everything went pretty smooth after that, and I think it was a great time. I hope you guys do too. Again, if you have any suggestions, drop them in the comments below. But I think that's all I got. So I will see you guys next time. Hope you had fun, and let me know. Join the Discord. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'm out. Deuces.